Alright guys, let's make a gang sheets, shall we? So, right now, where are we at? Gang sheet builder. Okay, so you have all your sizes here and your pricing, right? This is the ink transfer gang sheet builder. You can see ink transfer UV DTF. You can also do this in, whatchamacall? Clearcast, not whatchamacall, create your own gang sheet. So you got ink transfers, also known as UV DTFs, and then you have white cast, decal, gang sheets, and I will explain the difference to you guys for sure. So now that we know what's going on here, we can scroll down here to build your own gang sheet. So here's a cool feature, guys. So this is one I built yesterday actually, and up here in the right hand corner, I'm sorry my screen's so big, but you'll see right now it says unknown sign in. So you hit sign in and look, you can sign into your TheGlitterGuy account. So my login's always saved because whoever remembers their passwords, right? And now this will be saved in here for as long as I want. You have a save button, a clear, and a save and add to cart. So you can make a gang sheet and just save it to your account for later. Alright, so we have our blank gang sheet here, and so you can see over here you have add new design, open from previous designs, or auto build. And up here you have from my images and from gallery. So the gallery is clip art that we upload for you guys to use. So you got 40-ounce wraps, guys, these are great. You got all kinds of stuff in here, so let's grab some clip art, shall we? Let's do I like candy. Alright, so we still have a blank gang sheet, right? All of your clip art is over here. So now that we have what we think we want added onto our clip art, this is, you know, a way that I do mine. You guys can do yours any which way. I just click a few of them that I know I'm gonna want, and then I just resize them to a much manageable size. And I'm not paying attention to the size that I am making them. I'm just kind of making them all a little smaller because my brain, one, my brain can't do these one at a time, and then two, my brain can't work when there's too much going on. So we got to set it up in a way that I can comprehend this. And let's add a few more in here, shall we? Because that's what we're here for. Alright, so we're gonna do the same thing. Alright, so here's my clip art, right? So if I click on this one, I can look right on here and I can see that the width is 2.55, the height is 2.82. So when I pre-make these for you guys on the website, I typically like the width to be between 3 and 3.5. But I also like the height to be that too, and I don't like the width to go past 3.5. So if you already like the white cast singles that we offer on the website, those are the size ratios that I kind of use. I just feel like 3.5 is the widest that you really want to go on any drinkable surface. And guys, you got to keep in mind that when I was making cups, 40 ounces were not very popular, if any you could even find them. So, you know, size up accordingly, but that's the sizes that I use. So let's see. So we don't even have to drag them if we don't want. So this width is, the height's 4.15. I don't like the height to go really past 4 too much either. So we'll leave that one as. This one is 2 inches wide now. And guys, some of these are not cropped, so you're going to have to pay attention. Like, look, there's a little bit of free space down here, but you can see there's some stars in it, so that's going to tell you that that's going to take up some of your height. So just keep that in mind. These are all kinds of really useful things to get used to anyway. So this can be a decal or a little jammer. I call jammers little fill-in spots, whatever you want to call them. So this is already 4.5 inches tall. Let's make this 2.5 inches tall. Jammer sizes, I really like them to be somewhere between like 1.5 to 2.5 inches. So this is telling me that my width is 2.76. I'd really like to see that more like a 3. And that puts my height at 3.68, and I think that's a very reasonable height. If you wanted, you could even go up a little bit on the height. So this one, we're gonna do the same thing, right? The width. Let's do width at 3.5 and see what happens. That makes our height 4.5. I really don't want it to be that high. So we'll bring that back down to 4. Same with this. Let's try. There you go. Perfect. Now we're just gonna play a little bit of, what is it? Jenga? Jenga. No, it is Jenga. Help. Send help. So, the other thing that I have seen happen is this little dotted line here. You do not want to touch or cross that dotted line because it's going to cut off the image. So I previously said that that's a clear button up there. That's absolutely closed. I just don't have my glasses on. Alright, so let's get started. Alright, so if you want to upload your own stuff, and guys, I think this is super useful. You guys might only be thinking of clip art, but you shouldn't. You should be thinking of everything. I mean, you can upload the word salt and pepper if you want to redo your salt and pepper load images. So you see how this has a gray background, this has a gray background, but this has a white background. This is a PNG with no background, and this is a JPEG. JPEGs are always going to have backgrounds. You really don't want to upload a JPEG unless you want the entire image. Alright, so now that we have our own clip art in there, I'm going to go from my images, and I'm going to show you guys what they look like when I upload them. So now they should be over here, and there they are! Alright, see what I mean? So this has no background, but this does because it was a JPEG. You guys really want to make sure that what you guys are uploading has absolutely no background. Tool. You guys can use this for clip art. You guys can use this to, you know, design your own Stanleys, because the UV DTFs, you're gonna literally transfer the ink from the carrier sheet to your item, unlike the white cast decals. The white cast decals are always gonna have a carrier sheet. It would have been nice of me to prep one of each for you, but nonetheless, you will have to go to the gang sheet builder, and trust me. But these have a lot of uses. You guys can throw your business logo on literally anything you want in under 30 seconds, along with personalizing anything under 30 seconds too.